All right, at a football game, 40 fans were randomly surveyed. Of the sampled fans, 6 picked Darren as the best player. Given this sample, if there are 12,000 fans altogether at the games, how many fans would you expect to pick Darren? Now, this question is asking us to predict. Anytime they ask us for a prediction, we are going to set up a proportion. So, we know for sure 6 out of 40 picked Darren. We are going to predict how many out of 12,000 we expect to pick Darren. So now that we've got the proportion set up, we cross multiply 6 times 12,000 and then divide by 40, and that would be 1,800. All right, this next one is what we just talked about in class today. It said the high school's having a dance. They're going to pick a theme, which they're going to do a survey. Which sampling method will give the best sample? All right, survey 1/4 of the parents. Well, nobody wants their parents to pick the theme. Survey only the girls. Nope, you don't want to pick just one group. Survey random 5 students from each homeroom class. That looks pretty good. Survey the students that say they're not going. Well, no, because again, that's just one group. So I'm going to go with C. It gives everybody an equal chance of being picked. All right, so Brian is buying 4 books. Each book costs $5.85. So I'm going to do 585 times 4. That tells me the books are $23.40. Brian has a membership card that gives him a 10% discount. So I'm going to go $23.40 times 10%.
Ian Poole, come check out.
And that tells me that is a $2.34 discount. So I've got to subtract that off. So I'm going to go $23.40 minus $2.34. Oh, heck. $23.40 minus $2.34. That means with his discount card, those books cost $21.06. Now we've got to do a sales tax. So $21.06 times 7% sales tax is $147.42, but I'm just going to round that to $1.47 worth of tax. What would his total purchase be? So the books were $21.06 plus the $1.47 sales tax. So $22.53. Yeah, right there. $22.53. All right, on this next one, it asks us to find the mean, which is the average. So before I do that, I'm going to write down all of these numbers. So for test A, we had an 82, an 86 test grade, a 90, a 90, 92, 92, 92, 96, 96, and 100. So to find the average, we're going to add them all up and divide by how many there are. When I added them all up, I got 916. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Divided by 10 would be a 91.6 average for test A. For test B, I'm going to write down 80, 86, 86, 90, 90, 92, 94, 94, 98, 98. Now, I'm going to find the average of this. So I'm going to add them all up and divide by how many there are. When I added them all up, I got 908 divided by 10 would be 90.8. Now it says the average grade scored by students that took test A is greater than the average score scored by test B. Test A was higher. The range, remember the range is the biggest minus the smallest. So for test A, the range is going to be 100 minus 82, which is 18 points. And the range was, for test B, was 98 minus 80, which is also 18 points. So the range of grades is equal to the range of test B. Okay, number 54, I absolutely hate. It is one of my least favorite questions just because there's so much going on. But pretty much there's 480 kids at the school, and she is surveying 60 of them. And we're going to pick all of the valid conclusions. All right, it says 48 out of 480 students were likely to select pink. Well, if you look at pink, it says that 6 out of 60 pick pink, and that would be 0.1. 48 out of 480 would also be 0.1, so I would say yes, that is true. 220 of the 480 students were likely to select blue, so I'm going to go right here to blue because I'm running out of room. On blue, it was 22 out of 60 picked blue. What about 60? Which if I change it to is 0.36 repeating, or about 37%. So I'm going to see what 220 out of 480 is. This is really not as bad as I thought, but it just makes my head hurt. That gave me 46%, which is not the same, so I'm not picking that one. 3 times as many students would probably choose red other than pink. I'm just going to look at what they had here. Red was 18. Pink was 6. That is 3 times as many, so I'm going to pick that one. 12 students out of 480 would likely choose green. So 12 out of 480 would likely pick green, so that would be 12 divided by 480 is 0.025 or 2.5%. And in her survey, green was 12 out of 60, which would be 0.2 or 20%, so that is not correct. And then the last one, only 16 of the 480 students would likely choose orange. So let's look at orange. Orange was 2 out of 60, which is 0.03 repeating. And it says only 16 out of 480, so we're going to do 16 out of 480, which is the same, so we're going to pick that one too. It wasn't terrible, just takes forever. So you're comparing the 60 people that were surveyed to the 480 in the whole school. All right, last one. As a part of an experiment, Caitlin measured the snowfall. Here is the table of measurements. What is the mean amount? It is just asking you to find the average. So rather than get common denominators, I'm going to change them to decimals. So 1/4 is 0.25. That's 27.5, 18.75, and 9.5. Now I'm just going to add them up. and that gives me 71 divided by 4 gives me 77.75 inches, which is answer choice A. So if you have any questions on these or you want me to go back through them while we're in class, just let me know.